We've got a very... Wake up. We've got a... Yeah, good evening, but that could soon change. My name's Peter Myers. No. Although after a week like I've had, it's possible that I wouldn't remember it. I'm just writing down who I am. Yes, what part I'm playing. I'm playing the body double of Neville Price and Lena Mortimer, which isn't easy. I've got the dubious honour of welcoming you here tonight to this, our third Oakland's pantomime. Also, it's kind of important to remember the right people. I've just coming on to switch off the mobile phone. We'll leave it till page 2 till you finish telling them. She's got to go! Right, thank you. I'd like to take this opportunity of introducing my co-writer in this evening's performance, Mr. Richard Posner. Richard Posner, it says here, has done more for the music industry than Attila the Hun did for babysitting. So if there's any parts of the script you abhor, please speak to him at the interval. That's if you're still here. Anyway, welcome to this latest performance of this real masterpiece before we come on to the West End. I think that could be a word missing. I think I should have added the word West End Lane to that. But anyway, it's our last night, and I need you to observe the following safety announcements. That we have an emergency exit there, and we have one there. We should, if I was proper steward, have one here, but we haven't. But in the event of a bad joke or anything going wrong, life belts are under your seat, and oxygen masks will fall down above your head in case anyone says anything funny, which is unlikely. It hasn't happened all week. Please switch off, it says here, your mobile phones, but you beat me to it, and personal computers are looking at the age of the audience pacemakers, because they could all interfere with the synagogue's sophisticated electronics. We've had complaints about the acoustics in here. Somebody told me Thursday night's performance that they couldn't hear any jokes. And no different this evening by the sound of it. But what I would like you to do, please, is because the cast have been up for a matinee this afternoon and have lain down for the last hour. They are lying behind me. Please test the acoustics in the building by booing them, would you? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Can we just give it a... You succeeded! You woke them up. It's okay. Fine. Critics have been in. It doesn't take long. They said it couldn't be done, and they were right. Everybody was there, at least until the end of Act 1. I saw it at a disadvantage, the curtain was up. Most of the singing and dancing would be quite delightful if it were not for the singing and dancing. And the cast of all the charisma of a speed bump. There's more of these, but the one that really hurt was Prompter Steel Show in Robin Hood production. Which I thought was true. Anyway, judge for yourselves. Welcome to our final night of our third and final pantomime. Welcome to Robin Hood, Booze and Arrows.
Robin Hood with his band of men. gentlemen, and welcome to an evening of jesting, jousting and joviality. An evening of danger, drama and damsels in distress. And if they weren't before they came here, they certainly are now.
Yes, welcome to Merry England in the Middle Ages. It is early in the 14th century.
About 7:30 in the morning.
So we're running late then. Let's get on with the show. In days of old, when knights were bold and spent their time doing good, there lived in Merry England a man called Robin Hood.
Oh, I didn't know you could sing.
Just get on with it.
This is the moment you've waited another 2 years for. Another Oakland pantomime production. They've annihilated Aladdin, ruined Cinderella, and now they're going to wreck the legend of Robin Hood.
So it's the moment you've all been waiting for.
The end of the show.
No, it's not. Yes.
Let us take you to the marketplace, where the peasants are gathering.
Here, Ed, this here tax return from Neville Price is decidedly, undeniably, without a shadow of a doubt, dodgy. Here, have a look.
Too right, mate. He's been evading our taxes. We better get down to the nitty-gritty on this fella.
Oh, I say, what a wonderful large crowd. And that means large taxes to be paid.
No, it's the sheriff's taxman.
Silence, you Saxon dogs! We come to collect your taxes.
Oh, Mr. Taxman, you're not going to tax us poor peasants, are you?
And why not, pray? They don't look poor to me. A bit cold, might need a bit of warming up. They don't look poor, they look poor to you.
Don't look poor to me, no.
Shall we
Go on,
ask
go on
them?
then, ask them.
Are you lot poor then?
Yes! Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, yes, we are. Well, you soon will be.
Once we've got to the little matter of your
taxes.
We paid you yesterday. That was Monday's tax. Today is Tuesday, which means no tax.
Wrong answer, and also rather cheeky. Now, the answer we was looking for was Tuesday's tax.
Oh, but if he takes all our money, we'll starve to death. There ain't no law against starving, just tax evasion.
Oh, we appeal to you.
You don't, you know.
Please, Mr. Batman, we haven't any money left.
I am not the VAT man, I'm the tax man. We haven't invented VAT yet. Mind you, sounds like a good idea. Maybe we'll invent it a few 100 years early, just as soon as I've had a word with the sheriff.
It's not fair, you tax everything.
Well, that's because we're the tax men.
Let me tell you how it will be. Taxman is one with you, 19 with me. Taxman is I'm the taxman. Yeah, I'm the taxman.
5% appear too small. Thankful I don't take it all.
Taxman, yes, I'm the taxman. Yeah, I'm the taxman. If you drive a cart,
I'll tax the street.
if you try to sit,
I'll tax your seat.
if it gets too cold,
I'll tax the heat.
if you take a walk,
I'll tax your feet.
taxman, yes, I'm the taxman. Yeah, I'm the taxman.
And you're working for no one but us.
Get away with this.
Oh, won't we? help us?
Possibly the audience if we carry on like this.
Taxman!
What is it now, Norman? What's happened?
A bunch of outlaws have robbed some of your tax collectors on the far side of the forest.
Oh, I bet it's those outlaws from the Northwoods. Here, quick, call me a horse.
You're a horse.
Never mind, I'll get one for myself. Come on.
So, as you can see, there's trouble brewing with the peasants.
Yes, things haven't been so bad here in Oakham since the result of the last Synagogue AGM.
Come on, don't exaggerate, things aren't that bad.
They are, you know. I've just read Act 2.
Don't tell them we'll all start leaving.
Don't worry, we've locked the doors. If we have to sit here, so will they. I think it's time we met the outlaws, don't you?
I think so.
Here, the sheriff's a mean old miser. Just think of all the tax he gets from these peasants.
Oh, he needs that to keep down his carpets. Here, did you know he's taking 90% of their corn?
So that's where he gets all his material from. If he carries on like this, we'll all be starving soon. I reckon there's going to be trouble in the forest this winter.
Why? What is it?
It's that time of the year when it gets really cold and white stuff falls from the sky. But never mind about that now. What are we going to do about the troubles? If Prince John and the sheriff carry on like this, we'll have to revolt.
Ah, wait, you're absolutely right. Hey, just look at the size of my
Tax demand bill. How big is your tax demand? And don't call me Bill.
It's this big.
Oh, that's big.
I do wish you lot could talk about something other than the size of your bits.
Actually, we were talking about that just before you came in. And that we're all going to starve if we don't rise up and revolt, right?
Well, we've got to concentrate on how we're going to get rid of the sheriff and Prince John. Now, you can't do any revolting until we get a proper leader. And we can't get a proper leader until King Richard comes home from the Crusades. So you see, unless we do something about our circumstances, we're going to be dirt poor for the rest of our lives.
Right. Ah, poor is a relative word.
Oh, you're right there. Most of my relatives.
At least we can drink these bottles we got from the taxmen today. Ooh, Chateau de Sacre. They're made for men. Who'd have thought 10 years ago we'd be standing here drinking this? You know, we couldn't afford the price of a cup of rancid water.
Cold rancid water.
With no milk and sugar.
The water in a crack goblet and all.
Oh, we never had a crack gobbler. We used to have to drink out of a piece of straw.
The best we could manage was to suck on a piece of damn cloth.
But we were happy in those days, weren't we? Even though we were poor.
Because we was poor.
Right.
I was happier then and I had nothing. We used to live in this teeny old tumble-down hovel with great big holes in the roof.
Ah, you were lucky. We lived in a rolled-up piece of old turf for 3 months hidden under a rock. I used to have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to clean the turf and then go down and work 14 hours a day in the mill, week in, week out. And that was only for 3 groats a week. And when we got home, our dad used to slash us to sleep with a sword.
Luxury. We used to get up at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before we went to bed, put a lump of cold poison, work down mill for 29 hours a day, and pay Malona for permission to come to work. And when we got home, our wicked stepfather would kill us all and dance on our graves singing "Having Together."
Well, you were lucky to have a stepfather. We couldn't even afford a stepdaughter.
And you try telling that to the young folk of today, and they won't believe you.
No,
Right.
No. But things aren't so good today, are they? What with the sheriff burning down our homes and pillaging our possessions.
Look where we've all ended up, right? In some swish suburban synagogue, playing the dwarfs in Snow White on Ice. I didn't know we were doing Snow White. I thought we were ruining that panto about Robin and his men. Who's Robin?
We haven't met him yet, but I have a sort of feeling we're going to soon.
worrying, but don't concern yourselves, because...
Welcome to This is a Catastrophe! Get me out of
Remember, it's your vote that counts, so if you want to pick Alan a Dale or Skull or Jack, just press the appropriate number which you'll find in your armrest.
Alternatively, you could text the word rubbish along with the outlaw you wish to kill. Word 811-878.
But right now, it's time to meet our hero. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you, and you can have him, Robin of Lower Loxley.
Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, Robin of Lower Loxley, the hero. Didn't you tell them what to do when the hero came on?
I was getting round to it. You're supposed to cheer him when he comes on.
No, it's too late for that now. I should have done that when I first came out. Well, I'm going back off, and I'm coming back on again. And let's just see if you can get it right this time. Always the same when you work with Abbott. Now look what you've done. You've upset him. For goodness sake, give him a big cheer next time, as we're all going to be here all night. Forgetting it. After all, I am the champion of the depressed. Or should that be the oppressed? You chaps out there. What Northwood needs is more fighting men. And I am on a recruiting drive. You men out there who Pull gird his loins and follow me! You knights of chivalry and honour! Stand up and be counted! Any sign of life your side?
Knights seem a bit thin on the ground this side.
Well, there must be a knight out there somewhere. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to find a good knight some days. I'll find one. Oh, this one must have been a good one till the ale got to him.
Yes, he was known as cirrhosis of the liver.
This one used to be a sprightly knight, but now look at him. They call him Circumference. And I've just spotted that miserable Chinese knight known as Sir Lee Blighter. This is not looking good.
I didn't know you'd read the script.
Where are the knights of yesteryear? I told you it's hard to find a good knight.
Oh, well, once a king, always a king, but once a knight.
So no knights, eh? Well, this means I shall just have to stop Prince John and the sheriff myself. Thrust, Harry. Thrust, thrust, Harry. I know. I shall find some men of my own to join my band.
Here! You can't cross here. This is now a privatised toll bridge.
But do you not know who I am?
You're Andrew Goldstein. And I claim my 5 groats.
No, you fool, I am Robin of Lower Loxley.
Well, I don't care if you're George W. Bushel. You're not crossing here when I'm here to stop you.
Well, you'd better be prepared to fight.
Right.
So, you really are letting me, Robin. We thought you were away fighting with King Richard. Well, I was, but I've had to return because I was having trouble with the Saracens.
Oh, well, Squire. Well, Squire. Well, Squire. Well, Squire. Now that we've met, I would be honoured if you would join us and the rest of the miserable men in the forest.
Miserable men? I thought they were meant to be merry men.
Well, they were, Robin. And then somebody showed them the script. And they've been a bit depressed ever since then.
Alas, I too have seen the script, so I know how they must be feeling.
Then, my lord, you are the man to lead us. That Prince John and the evil sheriff, they've stolen our lands. They've burnt our houses. They've even confiscated our company cards. My liege, will you lead us and make us merry again?
Well, I too have suffered at the hands of Prince John and his evil underling, the Sheriff of Northwood. My lands have been lost, my castle captured, my horses hocked, and even my sheep have been sheared. What do you think I was going to say?
Here, you haven't heard the worst of it yet. That evil sheriff. He's taken a shining to your maid Marion, your beloved maid Marion. I got another word there, I said that. And he has vowed that he will woo and wed her.
Wed her?
Oh, it's not bad for the time of the year, is it?
No, you said he was going to wed her.
Yes, before the winter be nigh and the leaves be turning puce, he has vowed that he will woo,
Wed?
wed, and better.
Better?
Oh, much better now, sir. Now that we've got you for our leader, I'd like to introduce you to our merry men, or our miserable men, who will soon be merry when they meet you as their new leader. Shall we walk this way, sir?
So there you have it, that was our hero, Robin.
Yes, that was our hero, and now it's time to meet the baddie. So I want you all to give a warm...
Oh!
I told you not to get every night. Let's give a warm welcome blowing to the villain of our show, the evil Sheriff of Oakland.
evil, evil, evil. You can boo all you like. It won't do you any good. Oh, good. How I hate that word. Good. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself. I am the Sheriff of Oakland. I'm rich. I'm famous. I'm good looking. And I'm mean. But most of all, I'm modest. And this castle is mine, all mine. Well, it's not actually. I stole it from that fool, Robin of Lower Locksley. While he was out fighting the Crusades. Oh, that Robin. He's so good that I've said it. He's so bloody good, he makes me sick. He makes every evil bone in my wonderful body boil, just boil, with his goody, can I help you niceness? Well, he won't be feeling so good when he gets back from those crusades. Not only have I stolen his castle, no, that's not all. In my own wonderful evil way, I'm also going to steal his girl. Yes, Maid Marian, the most beautiful girl in the land, will be forced to take my hand in marriage and will then tend to my every woman need. And let me tell you, I need every whim I can get. Oh, joy, joy, I'm just overflowing with evilness. Lucky old me. Malcolm, oh there you are, Malcolm. I've been looking all over for you. Mother, I told you a million times not to call me Malcolm. I'm an evil, plundering brigand who'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. But you're just my Malcolm to me, lovely boy. Tidy up your bedroom. Mother, evil despots do not tidy up their bedrooms. Servants do that sort of thing, while I plot more tyranny. And today, there's much plotting to do. We are to be visited by none other than Prince John, the brother of King Richard. Prince John has assumed the throne while Richard's out fighting those blasted crusades. And I mean to urge him to take over the crown for good. Well, I don't think King Richard will stand for that. Oh, don't worry about him. He'll have no choice when he's captured and killed him, will he? Malcolm, I'm your mother. Not Willie. I know who you are, worse luck. One more line like that and I will test out my new stocks with you in them. As I was trying to say, once Prince John is king, he will make me his most adored and prized second in command. Together, the king and I. No. You got there first, didn't you? That would be a very good name for a musical. Howdy, partner. Howdy, man. Yeehaw! How are you? And why? I'm back with the sheriff, man. Oh, pity's sake, when I said the deputy sheriff, I didn't mean this. Who's in charge of costumes here? I mean, I'm a professional. I laugh all the time. I just got word that the prince will be here real soon. He left the palace before sun up, and he'll be here before sundown. What are you talking about, you fool? This is Oakland, not Dodge City. There is no sun up and sundown. It's grey all the time. We don't call it the Dark Ages for nothing, you know. Well, dang me shucks, if I sure ain't understanding your meaning right there. Anyway, that Prince John Wayne fellow will be here real soon. Oh, Malcolm, I'm so excited. Prince John coming here to play with my little boy. You will be good and play nicely together, won't you? Mother, I won't be good. I'm evil. I keep telling you, I'm evil, evil, evil. Well, stop my britches. Here he is.
Silence! And attention! Royal Highness Prince John.
My lord! My exit!
Egad! Long have we tarried to arrive at this place, but the castle has been refurbished and is agreeable and contentment comes off.
I think it means he's pleased to be here. Look, I hope you lot can cope with all these accents. I mean, why don't we do something set up nice? north where we could all talk the same. What's news of your brother, my liege?
Alack and alas, and a moo and a mass and a mat. There is no news, save that the hand of death has not yet taken him. Where is the man who can rid me of this turbulent king? Oh, then, verily, his mantle I will assume, and all the riches of the land will be mine! Mine! Mine, all mine! Etc.
Look no further, my liege. I, your humble servant, the Sheriff of Oakland, will do your bidding, particularly if it requires evilness.
Oh, it's very nice of you to offer, Malcolm. He's such a lovely boy. I'm really proud of him.
And who will help you in this perilous mission?
I have an army, my lord. I will summon immediately my 3 best men. Not you, you fool. Send me 3 Normans. Normans! These are 3 of my finest soldiers. This is Norman. He is the most brave.
The most brave! The most brave, eh? Yes, yes. And what is your full name, Norman?
Norman Conquesta.
And this is our meanest and most ruthless soldier.
Meanest and most ruthless, eh? And what is your full name, Norman?
Norman Tebbit. And this is our wisest and cleverest soldier.
Wisest and cleverest, eh? And what is your full name, Norman?
Norman Wisdom, sir.
All this for the bleeding Norman Wisdom gang.
And these prices, what can they expect? Anyway, my liege, I will devise a cunning plan to capture and kill Richard and make you king by popular demand.
Popular?
Well, we all like you. Don't we, Norman?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
3 days full, sir.
Yes, sir.
By my troth. Who is this creature of loveliness?
That's no creature of loveliness. That's my mother.
Beauty, young man, is in the eye of the beholder, as some will say in a few hundred years from now. But I like what I am beholding. And I feel a song. I feel my ardor slowly rising.
I feel there's trouble on the way.
My love for you is so surprising.
I just don't think I want to stay.
Don't go home tonight. You know it'll be alright. I can keep you satisfied. my chambers where I can serenade you with my lovelorn laments.
Oh, I say, that sounds nice to sing as well.
Modesty forbids me to elaborate, but they do say that I have Van Gogh's ear for music.
You are a talented tyrant, aren't you?
Come, let us away, and leave the king and his men to make their plans to make me king!
So me, the future king of England and my mum. They'd make a very nice couple. He's a modest man with much to be modest about, if you ask me. And she's a kind, gentle woman who loves nature, in spite of what it's done to her. Now I must get back to my evilness. No more courage! No more courage! No more wisdom! So now you know, you despicable pile of peasants. Soon when that puppet prince of mine is on the throne, I will have the power to tax you all, till your pips squeak, or your squeaks pip, whichever comes the sooner. There'll be no winter's fuel allowance for you lot. You won't be needing it because you won't have any fuel. I shall through the iron like see if I can. No! I didn't mean you! I'll leave you now with a verse, but don't worry, I'll be back soon. So let's away to make our plans to kill the king and steal his lands, and heap more misery on Robin Hood to teach him a lesson for being so good.
So now you met the baddies and they were really bad, weren't they?
And that was just their acting. Oh, yes, they were. The last time I saw her acting like that was at the audition for the drama group's production of Swan Lake, and that sunk without a trace.
Maybe you're right, but either way, it's time for Robin to meet his miserable men, and then try valiantly to make them merry.
I only wish he could do the same with the audience.
That's ridiculous. Robin may be able to do the impossible, but he can't perform miracles.
Well, let's see, shall we, as we travel to the forest to the northward, where Little John is bringing glad tidings to the merry men, whoever glad is.
Great news, my lads! I found us a new leader whose fame has spread throughout the country. Unfortunately, nobody's heard of him in the town. Gentlemen, allow me to present Robin of Croxley.
No, I am Robin of Lower Locksley. Okay, I give in. I will be a Robin of Croxley, so I never have to hear that tune again.
Welcome to
Why do you all sound like Somerset Frog?
One sort in a script, yeah! And also some blooming crap directed from the director. And there were no money left in a budget for your voice coaching.
No, it's enough already. You better start by telling me your names. You had better start first.
I am Alan Adale, and I am a wandering minstrel and a part-time organ grinder.
Well, as long as it's only part-time, we can probably cope. And who are you?
I be Will Scarlet, and I am a fully trained pheasant plucker.
Pheasant plucker, eh? An interesting line of work. One that should be said most carefully. And who are you, my lad?
Oh, I am Jack, sir, and I want to run my own beauty salon and work for world peace. I'm studying aromatherapy and bodybuilding.
You seem to be doing a pretty good job on the bodybuilding, my lad. Not overdoing the estrogen a bit, are you?
Oh no, Mr. Croxley, this body's all mine.
I can see that. And you, of course, I have met
Well, Squire, not since after what happened at the bridge. In fact, from now on, I shall be known as Little John.
Little John, eh? Well, if you want to name yourself after a small bathroom, who am I to? So you're my band of men, eh? Yes. Well, as you all seem to have silly names, I suppose I better give myself one. I shall no longer be known as Robin of Lower Loxley. I mean Croxley. I shall give myself a nom de guerre.
Ah, you're going to call yourself after a French railway station?
No, you fool! A nom de guerre is... Oh, never mind. I shall assume a nom de plume instead.
What's a nom de plume?
Oh, it's a sort of pen name.
Oh, so does that mean you'll be calling yourself something like Robin the Bic Roller Point?
No, you buffoon! I shall choose another name. We have a Will Scarlet. How about Robin Green?
No, sire, it won't work. For you will forever be known as Robin of Croxley Green.
Yeah. It does sound a little metropolitan to me.
How about Robin Hat?
But I'm an outlaw, not a milliner.
Robin Godpiece!
A low-down name if ever I heard one.
Robin Redbreast!
Oh, not bad, but not exactly threatening for the leader of an outlaw gang, is it?
I've got it!
Oh, give some to me!
Down.
I've got it! How about Robin Hood?
Yes!
Robin Wood! Yes, I like the sound of that, Jack, my lad!
Thank you.
Well done, I knew there was something different about you.
Yeah, we've been thinking the same ourselves, but we couldn't quite put our finger.
Probably best not to try. Anyway, henceforth, I, Robin of Lower Loxley, and now Croxley, and not Croxley Green, shall be known as Robin Hood. Now, gather round, my soon-be merry men, whilst I give you our mission statement. From now on, we shall steal from the poor and give to the rich.
Steal from the poor and give to the rich.
No, you buffoon. We shall give to the rich and steal from the poor. No. We shall stamp on the downtrodden and crush the oppressed. We shall massacre the meek and impoverish the poor. And give back the lands to those who stole them.
Here, Robin, I think your mission statement, whatever that may be, needs working on.
Perhaps you're right, but I'm not feeling myself at the moment. And nor shall I until I see my lovely maid Marion. At least, I'll try not to. Come then, let us search for her whereabouts.
I didn't know women had whereabouts. Here, before we do that, let's celebrate the fact that we got ourselves a new leader. Yes! A man who will lead us to glory. Yes! A man who will lead us to a better life. Yes! Man who will lead us to a better panto where we get some decent life.
Crusades, feeling fine. Had something special on my mind. I just got a name and it suits me so good. Got a name and it suits me so good. I'm so happy I'm known as Robin. He's so happy he's known as Robin.
Marion's whereabouts, and maybe even the rest of her.
But even as they leave, we can hear the girlish sound of giggling. But even as they leave, we hear the girlish sound of giggling.
Yes, it is the sound of Maid Marian and her new governess, Maid Badley, approaching.
Now, Robin is back from the lakes, and I can't wait to see him and hold him in my arms again and again.
There will be no holding, cuddling and canoodling until you and Robin have been formally betrothed and married. There will be no nookie and no, how shall I put it without offending the peasants in the posh seats? I shall say it in Latin. No hancus pancus, got it? And then there's the small matter of the sheriff wishing to marry you.
Yes, I've heard he has a small matter. I'd rather marry nobody than marry him.
Who is this nobody? I don't like the sound of him.
If I can't marry Robin, then I shall retire to a nunnery.
Listen, my liebling, I don't think they have nunneries for ladies with the name of Marian Cohen. Soon you will be 21, and therefore by the laws of Oakland you will be on the shelf, and then no man will look at you. Your only hope is the safe return of King Richard after he has sorted out the Saracens.
So I must find my true love Robin before the sheriff forces me to marry him instead. He must be around here somewhere. I have heard rumours from the townsfolk that he's changed his name to Robin of Croxley Green Station. But I'm sure he wouldn't do that. Do any of you know what his new name is? Yeah. Don't be shy, come on, tell us. Well, Robin of Pinner. Robin of Watford. And where can I find him? Do any of you know where he is? We've been searching high and low.
High and low, who's they?
We apologise for that joke. It was overused during Cinderella in the year 2000.
One of you must have seen him. He can't be a thief. No, he isn't. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, yes, he is.
Why don't you look for yourself instead of shouting at the poor peasants? Anyway, I'm now known throughout the Oakland, or at least in the front row, as Robin Hood. Tell me, Marian, who is your new companion?
This is my new governess and nurse. She is Maid Badley.
You can say that. Listen, Robin, I don't like the way you are sulking. Also, I don't like the way you are living in a campsite in the forest. What do you think this is? Center Parks? Also, I don't think I like this lifestyle of yours. What with all this robbing and fighting? What exactly don't you like about my lifestyle? There's too much Saxon violence. An excellent line, Maid Badley. I only wish they would write me some. Oh! Speaking of Saxon violence, I can hear the sound of a coach and horses coming through the North Woods. Ladies, I must leave you now, for I must fulfill my duty and rob from the poor and give to the rich. No. Steal from the poor and help the rich. No. Massacre the meek and redeem the rich. No. I really must get this right. Oh, hold hands! This is an honest
Sarah and Maid Marian.
But will true love find a way? Or will the wicked sheriff and Prince John ruin the plot?
And is it possible to ruin the plot? Or will the script get any better? No. Let us find out when we take you back to the castle.
Howdy, Sheriff! The taxmen are outside and they want some powwow!
Well, you better show them in. And after you've done that, you can try out my new rack in the dungeon.
You asked to see us, my lord?
Yes, I did. You are my chief inspectors of taxes, with responsibility for redistribution of wealth.
Yes, my liege.
And your remit, if I'm not mistaken, is to redistribute the wealth from the poor people to me.
Oh, yes, my liege.
And how do we achieve this?
Well, sir, we've got a broad range of taxes available to us. We've got income tax and corporation tax. We've got profits tax and consumer tax. We've got savings tax, road tax, rail tax, tin tax, stamp duty, and now we've got VAT.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
No more up your sleeve?
No.
Good. And this, yes?
Horse parking tax and congestion tax.
And this year, sir, at your suggestion, we have wealth tax, stealth tax and health tax.
Health tax?
Yes, sir, it's a tax on those in good health. But we don't expect to get much revenue from it, in all honesty, sir.
Well, if that is there no more you can do?
Well, I'm afraid not, sire. The burden of taxation's already too much for the people to currently bear. There is much unrest amongst the people, sire. In fact, I have to report that...
What?
We have to report that...
Oh, come on, man. Spit it out.
My lord, we have to report that the peasants are revolting.
What?
The peasants are revolting.
Is that the best you can do? After months of rehearsal, the best script writers in town, and the entire heritage of English literature at your disposal, the best you can come up with is the peasants are revolting?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, it's not us, it's a script.
Oh, forget about the script.
I'd like to, sir, with your wood. It's all we got.
Oh, is that right? In this country that's going to give us Shakespeare, Dickens, Shelley and Keats, the best this lot could do is the peasants are revolting. Of all the playwrights they had to try and emulate, they had to choose Annie Bloody Wise! Oh, well, let's get on with it. So, the peasants are revolting, eh? Why's that?
Because, sire, the taxes are so punitive, they have nothing left to live on. They've asked me whether you might be prepared to make a charitable donation, sire.
What?
Perhaps to the Northwood Poor Lacemaker Society.
The Northwood Poor Lacemaker Society?
Yes, sir, the NPLS.
Malcolm! Don't panic! But some of your soldiers have been hurt in an ambush with Robin Hood's men!
My lord, we were set on by Robin Hood's outlaws, and they ambushed us, and they engaged us in hand-to-hand combat. And look at me now, I'm bleeding.
Oh, you poor man! Where are you bleeding from?
From Derby, but that's not
It's not important. Just tell us what happened while you've still got that tongue in your head to talk with.
Well, sire, we was riding through Cotswood when they attacked us. They took all the money and jewels from the nobleman we were escorting, and then they let them go.
Yes, my lord, but that's not the worst thing.
Why, what is the worst thing?
Well, that's when lots of bad things happen, and that's the baddest one.
I know that, you idiot. Just tell me what else happened.
The lovely maid Marian was with
Lovely.
Oh!
Yes, sire. The lovely maid Marian was with them, and apparently Robin Hood said she was a danger to security, and before she could be freed, she would have to be interrogated very thoroughly.
Very, very thoroughly, my liege.
In some great detail, apparently.
That's it! I've heard enough. I can just imagine that Robin with my adored maid Marian. He'll be helping her with the dishes, bringing her flowers, putting the toilet seat down, paying her attention. Oh, he's a disgrace to mankind. Deputy, summon a troop of my best battle-hardened men.
I'll round up a posse right away!
Yeehaw!
There's gonna be a gunfight at the O'Kane Kraal.
I want you to find and catch her, Robin, at any cost, no matter what it takes to hear me, and rescue my adored maid Marion from Mr. Nice Guy, and bring her back to me, so she can find out what a real man's made of.
You can rely on little old me. Why, I'd shoot my own grandmother if it meant getting your gal back.
Good man! That's the attitude I like. I'd shoot your grandmother too if it meant getting my girl back. Right, on you go then. And what are you two staring at?
Oh, Malcolm, I don't know. Are you sure you know what you're doing? You're going to make even more enemies if you carry on like this, and then you won't have anyone left to play with.
Oh, Mother, you should know I have no enemies, just friends who don't like me very much. Away you two, and prepare for the return of my prisoner and my bride. So, Robin thinks he'll spend some time with Marion, who's really mine. For his life I wouldn't give you tuppence, for soon he'll get his true come-ovens.
So there you have it, and you're welcome to keep it. Our friendly sheriff has lost the plot.
He's not the only one. Try looking at the audience.
It's too late for them, except for the excellent news that we're approaching half-time, and Prince John and the sheriff are winning by 4-1.
But as you know, the game is in two halves, and it's not over until the fat lady sings. And she's not on until Act 2.
So as I was saying, the sheriff has lost it completely. Robin loves Marion, but will his love survive the traumas of Act 2?
Will the audience survive the traumas of Act 2?
Will Prince John steal the throne from King Richard?
Will the Normans conquer with the peasants' revolt?
And
then again, will Scarlet?
Will Scarlet what?
Either way, we are in for an exciting second half. And we both think, and you better hope, that things can only get better.
You can walk right out, you can leave the room, or stay with us, because we'll be back real soon. But maybe you ain't never gonna feel this way, you ain't never gonna know that we're telling you that things can only get better, can only get better in Act 2. Tell you that things can only get better, can only get better in Act 2. Walk right on.
Ay, 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 it's been a long journey. On my feet, I don't know. I'm supposed to be in town 20 minutes ago to circumcise a newborn trainee peasant. Well, I'm gonna be late.
And who, my fine fat friend, are you?
Hi, Clethel. You scared me thinking of you hanging out with a knife. That's what I'm supposed to do when I'm not in the police. My name is Rabbi Tuckman, and I am a mobile moil.
My name is Little John. Here, Rabbi. What's a moil?
With a name like Little John, you don't know what I used to have a shop. I called it Moils Aras. It went Mahulla. I could never find anything suitable to put in the window. What's more, the money was rubbish, and the tips were terribly small.
Here, are you trying to tell us you're Jewish?
Yeah, we don't get many of them round these Northwoods. I'm coming back here in 800 years, the place will be full of them. Anyway, I must be going, as I've got a schmeckle to schmooze and I'm going.
Not so fast, Rabbi. First I've got to ask you a question. Why are you making trotting sayings with your coconuts?
That's why I'm running late. I've lost my horse. I knew there was something missing.
Usually isn't your line of work.
So tell us, Rabbi, how exactly did you manage to lose your horse?
And I have to tell you the truth, I was hijacked earlier today by 3 Norman soldiers. And one of them kept falling on me and calling me Mr. Grimsdale. They stole all my money, and my faithful horse ran off into the forest. All I've got left is my working tools, if you'll pardon the expression.
Well, lads, it looks like we found ourselves a religious leader.
Oh, does that mean we've all got to convert? I ain't got nothing against no rabbis, but he's not using his talents on me.
Oh, Rabbi, I think our band of merry men could use a man like you as our religious advisor. And then if any of the townsfolk want to use any of your particular special talents, well, no problem. They can come out to the forest and you can cut them down to size and have.
Oh, hey, you thought that I should darken the places outside? I had enough trouble when I had my own shop.
But just think of the passing trade. Any volunteers?
Nasty. There, you see what I mean. You don't get much passing trade in my line of work. Anyway, I tried that already. I made up a new way of communicating to get new clients. But it never took off. Nobody ever answered me.
What was this method?
I called it email. But it seems I'm ahead of my time. And then I tried an advertising campaign with that Jerry, what's her name? The local girl, lives in the Northwood. Jerry, I know, Jerry Hallowell Road.
Oh, what did she sing for your advertising campaign?
Well, the great song should have been a hit. The first cut is the deed. I think again my horse has come back to me. I knew you wouldn't desert me. How are you, my little Gelberg? And by the long face. I hope you've been looking after yourself while you've been away. Have you been getting your oats?
Well, if he has been, then he's the only one around here.
Then this is Gelberg the Wonder Horse. The Lord above gave me a hand to work with, so I could cut my people down to size. The Lord above gave me a hand to work with, but will it the luck, will it slip from luck? I will never start to lose my touch. Will it, the luck will get it right? Will it, with a little bit of blue
a tool to work with, so I could slip a bit but not too much. The Lord above gave me the tool to work with, but with a bit of luck, with a slip or cut, I will never start to lose my touch. Will it? Will it? Will it? Your luck will keep us touch. Will it? Will it? With a little bit of blooming touch.
Here, was that one of your advertising songs?
Yes, that was one of my old ones. There were lots of others. Let me see now. There was Chop, Chop, Chopping on Heaven's Door. and I've got you under your skin.
What else did he say?
I had a minor hit with Knives in White Satin. But this is the one that seems to work best for business. So if you don't mind, I'll cut to the chase, so to speak.
The Lord above named me the boy of Oldham, so I could circumcise the newly born. The Lord above named me the boy of Oldham, but with a bit of luck, with a slip from tuck, they will never know that they've been shorn. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the luck of his touch? Where is it? Where is it? With a little bit of blooming tuck. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the luck of his touch? Where is it? Where is it? With a little bit of blooming tuck.
Why, mate, Marion, what are you doing here in the forest?
Little John, you caught me unawares.
I never touched them, madam. This is no place for a young lady.
I'm looking for Robin. Do you know where he is?
Oh, I think he's under the greenwood tree.
Oh, good. I'll go and find him.
I should wait till he comes out first.
I think he's coming out now.
You may have 5 minutes with him, and if any now, behave yourself. I will be watching you.
It's so wonderful to see you again. Come, sit with me on this mossy bank while I stare into your beautiful eye.
I hear rumours that you are made badly.
Yeah. I have had no complaints so far. Yes, I have noticed you too. You are the one with the big rod, yeah?
No, that be my friend Little John. I'm the one with the quarterstaff, ma'am.
Why is it only a quarter staff?
Well, we're a bit short-staffed at the moment.
There's no answer to that. So tell me, are you still single?
Yes, I'm afraid it's just me and my long staff, ma'am.
So you have been waiting for the right woman to come along and sweep you off your feet, yeah? So tell me, have you never been married?
Yeah, well, actually, I was married once to an Egyptian lap dancer. She was known as the Gaza Strip.
So what happened?
Oh, I don't know. It didn't work out. There was a problem with our relationship.
Ah, you men are all the same. Feckless, totally without feck. So tell me, what was it that drove you apart? Ignorance or apathy?
Ignorance or apathy? I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, my little pumpernickel, you know what God said after he created man?
No, what?
He said, I can do so much more. Well, my little big leader, you and I must talk more. But first I must get my Marion away from the cock Robin over there. Before things get out of hand or even worse, in the hand. You and I will meet again soon, I hope.
I hope so too, but I'm afraid we've got to be rushing off now because we're ambushing the Virgin Pillar Express. It's due here in the forest at 7:15, but it's always late. So, what's the time now, Jack?
I don't know, this bleeding sundial's slow if you ask me. I think it's about 9:30, give or take a week. Which
Which means it could be arriving in the North Woods at any minute. Here, Robin, we better get going.
Oh, right! Let me off, then. I better fetch my arrows and quiver. On second thoughts, the quiver first. Well, then we must be off. Maid Marian, we'll be back soon, but why don't you wait here with Maid Badley until we return?
Do be careful, Robin, and I will await your return with bated breasts.
I think you mean breath, my dear.
Whatever. Why don't we go for a walk until they return?
Okay, my lovely, but we must be very careful and not wander too far from the camp. Oh! Oh! Will you stop smoking now? Well, howdy there, folks! The sheriff put me in charge of the posse to capture Maid Marian, and I've got the place surrounded. Yeehaw! You men, line up alphabetically in height and wait for my signal. Yeah, there's gonna be a big reward when we kill Maid Marian and capture that Robin Hood hombre. Or should we be the other way around? Anyway, you men, you pair up in groups of 3 and then line up in a circle. Well, hogwash my horse. I think I can hear someone coming. Could be those doggone outlaws. I'll get ready to attack. Put your hands up, you bum.
Put my hands up! Gadzooks, what has occurred?
Well, Grandma Griggs, if it ain't Prince Gumbar.
Of course it's me, you dundering dolt! I shall have thee hung and quartered for this!
Hung and quartered? What have I drawn? I forgot my pen. Oh, I'm mighty sorry, partner. I didn't realize it was you.
You are a nincompoop of the First Order. Who else goes around wearing a crown?
Tony Blair.
I didn't realize you two were in the posse. I thought it was just me and Norman and Norman and of course Norman.
We were going to kill the outlaws and rescue my Maid Marian before you blundered in.
Well, shucks and hot diggity, ain't that my job?
Castle force, you oof! No, right. No, I don't think that could be right. Be gone, be gone. Let me think. Yes. Perforce, you oaf! Dost thou seriously think we would leave a job of such magnitude to a dundering dolt like thee?
Hold on there a cotton-picking minute. Where I comes from, that's fuck talk.
Then why aren't you fighting?
We moved. It was a rough neighborhood.
Forsooth, why are we relying on this excuse for a man to help us?
There was no one else left to cast in the production. We'd given parts to all available actors with any talent by page 6, and he was all there was left. And he was the only one who had the costume.
But he helpeth us not in our mission to capture this Marian woman and to kill the man known as Hood.
Yep! That Robin Hood is sure getting too big for his tights.
But with Robin Hood out of the way, today Sherwood Forest, tomorrow the Synagogue Council, and every building, every stick, every stone, every person will be mine! Mine, oh mine, do you hear me?
We heard you, my liege. In fact, I think they heard you when you green a pinner.
Well, tan my hide and hide my tan. Could this be Maid Marian?
By George, it is Maid Marian with a very, very strange-looking woman and some sort of beast.
I see the mad Marian, but which of the other two hears the beast?
Oh, it matters not. For at last I have my Marian in my sights. Now we must find a way to capture her.
Dang me if I ain't got a plan.
What's that?
Duh! It's when you think of something to do.
capture Maid Marian and use her as bait to trap Robin the Hoodlum.
I says, what an original.
Yeah, I sure had some heavy thinking to do for that one.
Well, don't just stand around there talking. Let's hide, and then we'll pounce.
Golly, pouncing's what I do best!
You shall wait for a signal before any pouncing is done. And now let us away and hide before we are seen.
The audience.
What are you? And what do you want?
They sound like a flock of pigeons.
We've come to kill Robin Hood.
And kidnap Maid Marian.
You and whose army?
We are the army. No.
Need a bigger army than this if you wish to capture us.
Ha!
Where did you learn to fight like that?
It was nothing.
Oh no! It is the wicked Sheriff of Norwood come to kidnap me! Woe is me! I am undone!
Well, do yourself up again. Better still, don't. Then you must come with me to the castle. You and I have a wedding to plan.
I will do no such thing! I am in love with Robin, and I will never marry you.
You will do exactly what he says, for I am Prince John. And if I command thee to returneth with us to the castle, returneth with us you shall, or ye shall face the consequences.
Badly, what shall we do? I don't like the sound of the consequences.
We seem to be in a difficult position. If we resist, they will kill us surely.
Maybe you are right. But don't call me Shirley.
Do you want me to hog-tie them, Sheriff? I sure is good at hog-tying.
There will be no hog tying, whatever that beest, unless of course they tries to escape. And now ye may wake up that bunch of buffoons, the so-called Norman army, and we shall return us to the castle forthwith, if not sooner, before the outlaws return us.
Robin, help! Help! Save me! I'm being kidnapped against my will!
What on earth is she doing us?
I think she's making a trunk call sign. Grab the men and let's away to the castle.
And so the sheriff has captured the lovely Maid Marian.
And Robin is without.
Without what?
Without married, of course. And he is bereft. And what's more, he's not very happy.
Yes, days have gone by, or maybe it just feels that way to you. And still there's no news of Marian or her whereabouts.
Not any of the rest of us are either. And what's going to happen with Robin ever since he up again?
And for that matter, Will.
They're reading it! They're reading it!
Let's return to the northwards and see what's ahead.
Look!
I think his corset's bust. No, it's a message with an arrow attached. What does it say?
It says, made in Japan.
No, the message you Schlemiel.
It says, here comes Jack the lad. I'll tell you my mother-in-law later. It says, here comes Jack the lad.
Oh, I walked all the way from the town square, and I tell you in these shoes, that's no small matter.
You just frightened us to death for in the arrow. You could have had somebody's eye out with that. Why couldn't you send a text like anybody else? Or what about emails?
Well, I was in the town square because there was a special offer at the drive-through Burger Prince. They were selling 8 burgers for the price of 12. So you see, why I had to
Certainly a bargain to me.
Anyway, eating me burgers, minding me own business. When all of a sudden I saw the royal coach drive in into the castle with your maid Marion strapped to the luggage rack, screaming.
Why was the luggage rack screaming?
No, it were maid Marion who was screaming.
Not my Marion captured by the evil sheriff. Oh, woe is me! Whoa!
You must rescue her.
Yes, I must rescue her.
It'll mean certain death for you.
Well, maybe she wasn't that pretty. But then again, if I don't save her, we'll never get to the end of the panto.
I wonder where they're keeping her.
I expect they're keeping her in the castle,
Crikey! She will be constrained, captured, and confined to the keep at the castle cot.
That's easy for you to say.
No, it's been very, very difficult. Got it right tonight.
Yes, but they'll tie her up really tightly, and her body will be struggling against the ropes. She'll be straining against the terrible constriction. Her back will be arching, and her breasts will
I get the picture. Now, men, we got to think of a plan to rescue my maid Marion and finish Prince John the Sheriff once and for all.
We're the merry men, and if we got news for you, we're merry men. Hallelujah, we're merry men. Say it again. We're gonna fight, and we're gonna be absolutely free. We're merry men. Hallelujah, we're merry men. Say it again. We're gonna fight, and we're gonna be absolutely free. We're merry men. Yeah.
Well, things are getting worse and worse.
Well, I thought that scene was a bit better. They knew most of their lines. Oh, no.
No, I meant things were getting worse and worse for Robin. What with Marion confined and kept in the castle keep.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were referring to the plot. I thought we'd lost that ages ago.
If you paid attention again, you know what was going on.
All right then, but I heard that Robin has a cunning plan. Oh, how the sheriff will win, hands down.
Hands down what?
You don't want to know. So let's go back to the castle.
I can't stand the tension anymore.
Oh, thank you, Livia.
Say
hear their ruthless plans to rid us of Robin Hood for good. Come, Mother, come see how we mean to deal with Robin.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Don, you mess with me. I am private bodyguard and consigliere Don wanna know. He's the head of the Vermicelli family. He's a murderer, kidnapper, extortionist, 18 handicapped golfer, and he's pretty good in the choir. Don wanna know says he's pleased to be here to help you rid yourselves of that Robin Hood guy. Don says that he sympathizes with your plight and hopes that with a large degree of pain, bloodshed, and mayhem, he can make things better for you. Don wants to know if there's any questions.
Yes, sir. How fast is he on the drawer? And has anybody ever had the drop on him?
Don says that where we come from there is a code of honor. But thankfully it's not one that the Don has ever been a party to. No one has ever outdrawn the Don because it's difficult to do the drop on someone when you're encased in concrete.
What is the Don's preferred method of tax collection? Does he believe in self-assessment based on sending out an annual tax return?
Don prefers the rack, the iron mask, and if all else fails, torture. Or an interview with Simon Cowell.
But is he good to his mother?
I'm concerned about Don's lack of compassion. Has he ever helped anyone?
Sure thing. One time the Don had to extract some information from this guy for a research project. So, when the guy comes through, he starts screaming, "Help! Help! I can't feel my legs!" "I know you can," says the Don. "That's because I've chopped your arms off."
They say that much of the Don's money is tainted.
That's right, ma'am, because most of the money taint his.
Anyway, what is his plan to rid us of Robin?
After much discussion and deliberation with his brothers, Don give up on me, baby, and Don give a damn. This is the plan. First, you sheriff, announce your marriage to the maid Marian. Second, you Prince John, announce your coronation in the light of the continued and unexplained absence of your brother, King Richard. We then launch a mega media campaign, announcing a real big party here at the castle to celebrate these two events. False tooth! Forsooth!
He's turning into a saga.
And man known as the but methinketh that this Robin of Hood will recognise it as a trap and will not show us up.
Sure he will, especially when he hears that there's to be an archery competition here at the castle open to everybody, and that the first prize is 500 goats.
Don't you mean groats?
Yeah, that too, if there's enough in the budget.
Brilliant! Robin's vanity will mean he's bound to show up to prove he's the best archer in the land, and then we'll capture him. Now we must plan the party. Norman! Find out from Elaine Levy if the auditorial hall is booked on the 27th. It's so bound to be.
Then you'll have to print the invitations, book the band, order the flowers and get the Toastmaster and put announcements in the JC and the Devar.
If there be any space in ye Devar, which I very much doubt. And now, ye must away to raise the taxes to pay for this.
Yes, everyone, come on, get cracking, get moving, get hysterical. Taxes are high, and I foresee much less for you, much more for me. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I see higher taxation and more persecution. I see the end of wealth redistribution. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The torches in my dungeons, so pleasing to my eye. You should see the faces of people passing by.
I see peasants quake in fear and sheer terror too. It's certainly not saying I love you.
I hear people cry, I hear them moan. They all know I won't leave them alone.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Who are ye? And why are ye saying sooth, sooth?
Because I am a soothsayer. Beware the Ides of March. Beware the 3rd of February. Beware the lilies of Northwood Hills.
Oh, I see.
And I am here to woe and warn you, my liege. Evil comes to he who evil thinks. Out of bad comes worse, and there's no fool like an old fool.
Ah, all right, old woman. What are ye going on about?
As Pitchin time says 9. 30 days had September. 76 trombones in the big parade. Oh, whoa, 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 and more whoa. Whoa. And whoa. And whoa. Whoa, your boat. Yea,
Egad, she had turned into Jonathan Wass. Speak plainly, old Harridan, for I understand thee not. Or leave me to my whatever it is you leave me to. I have much to We'll get there. I have one to contemplate this night.
When?
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown.
But what about your suit?
Ah, my suit's all right, but my head 'tis not. And you needn't think it's easy ruling a country. 'Tisn't. It is filled with revolting peasants. And they are never satisfied. No matter how much you give them, they still want us more. I, Prince John, have appointed a sheriff who has given them more dungeons, higher taxation, bigger torture chambers, and still they are not satisfied.
I am a soothsayer, and when I look into the future, I see the future. And I can tell you, my lord, the peasants are not entirely grateful for everything you have done for them. Oh, no, 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 no. If it would help, would you like me to say a sooth?
Yes, I would like to be knowing about the future of my kingdom with me as it goes ahead.
I see a wavy week ahead with sunny intervals. I see a rollover jackpot next Wednesday. I see fields of green, red roses too. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Of all the soothsayers in the land, they have to give me her. I would leave now if I were ye, while your miserable head is still on your miserable shoulders.
Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble. The sheriff and Mary make a lovely couple. But to your plan, Robin will not be bending. If this panto's to have a happy ending.
Who was that old crone, Sheriff?
Oh, that's just Mrs. Woe, the castle soothsayer. We only keep her on out of cruelty.
But she has fair worn me out, and I shall retire to my chamber and wish not to be disturbed, save ye may seek out thine mother and dispatch her to my bedchamber to tend to my needs.
Your needs, sir?
Yes, I need somebody to polish my scepter.
When I see her, I shall make sure she is up.
There's a man outside with a black moustache.
Well, tell him we've already got one.
Okay, but he says he's your faithful and loyal servant Gisborne. But if he's so faithful and loyal, how come he hasn't appeared till page 70?
Oh, his fee was too high for both acts, so we gave him a bit part towards the end. Oh, you may show him in. Oh, by the way, Mama, the prince wants you to polish his scepter.
Oh, I say, he's a wonder prince. Just wait till I get my hands on him.
I think that's what he's hoping for. Here, Sheriff, it's me, Gisborne, isn't it? Oh, your most loyal and faithful bailiff. Oh, Sheriff, I bring you grave news, grave news. I have been riding day and night for the last half hour to tell you this. In spite of the fact that I had not been allowed to appear until page 60 of the second act. Oh, get on with it, Gisborne. What great news do you bring? Robin Hood has arrived in Northwood for the archery contest. He is disguised as a rich nobleman who has been robbed of his land and castle. But he is a rich nobleman who's been robbed of his land and castle. Yes, sire, it's a brilliant disguise. Robin Hood at last within my clutches. Gisborne, having robbed me dead or alive, and preferably both. But sire, he is too wily. He may be too clever in the past, but this time I'll get him, you mark my words. 10 out of 10, sire. Thank you very much. So, Robin Hood is here in Northwood, and I know about it before he knows that I know that he knows I know. Excellent! You have done well, Gisborne. Oh, thank you, sire. Here, take this racket for your services. Robin Hood, this time he will not grasp so easily through my slip. This time, Gisborne, I have a plan. A plan? What kind of a plan? A plan that cannot fail.
I shall set a trap for Master Hood, and he will walk innocently and unsuspectingly into it. Then, when he's in my trap, do you know what I'll do?
Shut your trap.
Careful, Gisborne, or your first entrance may be your last! Let us away to finalize my plan to rid me of this outlaw once and for all!
And so they came from far and wide to Oakland that afternoon to find out which among them was best with egg and spoon.
I thought it was an archery contest, not an egg and spoon race.
It is an archery contest, but you try finding a word that rhymes with it. As I was saying, today's the big contest. So let's go over live to the studio to hear what the experts think about today's big match.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Archery Focus. In the packed programme tonight, we bring you live and exclusive coverage of the top archery contest of the season. And to help us with his expert analysis, please welcome to the studio, straight from his victory over the Philistines and his personal duel with Goliath, please welcome David.
Careful.
Nice to be here, nice.
Now, David, before we go on to talk about tonight's contest, I must ask you about your superb victory over Goliath. How did it feel, just you alone, against the mightiest warrior the world has ever seen?
I couldn't have done it without the lads.
I thought the lads were back in the dressing room while you were out fighting Goliath all on your own.
I was sort of on my own, but I felt the lads were right behind me.
They were, about half a mile behind you actually. Anyway, tell us how you approached the match.
Well, I knew I couldn't match him for strength or nothing, so I knew that I had to think of something. So I thought, and I thought...
You fought Goliath?
No, I thought like getting the staff, bashing him in the knees, knocking him to the ground and giving him a good kicking.
My word, quite remarkable. So, what happened next?
Well, luckily I had me sling with me and I picked up these 5 smooth stones and, well, all the training with the lads pays off. And so I put him right where it hurts and that was him, stone dead. So anyway, I was sent to Charing Cross.
Charing Cross? Don't you mean Victoria?
Yeah, Victoria. That's it. I said to Victoria, maybe you could think of a madrigal or something. But she said, no, I'm too busy counting. And so she said, you're going to have to think of something up on your own. And so I have, and I've done it. And do you want to hear it?
Oh, yes, please, David. That would be great.
Here's my story, sad but true, about the stones that I once threw. They changed my life, I've earned lots of dosh. Trouble is I'm stuck with posh. I should have known it from the very start. Faith thing can tear you apart. I beat Goliath, I'm king of the Jews. Just keep me away from Rebecca and Lou. Moral of the story can clearly be seen. Fame and fortune may be living the dream. But if you don't want to do what I did, stay at home and don't go to Madrid.
Egad, there seemeth to be a big crowd for ye tournament. I say, what's going on here?
It's very something.
Oh, I have been a bit worried about.
Yes, sir, we all are.
Robin, I found you! And
Robin, are you sure we'll be all right? I don't feel safe.
Don't worry, my dear. You're with me.
That's why I don't feel safe. Robin, do you think you can win this archery competition?
Well, of course, my dear, but I shall need a new bow.
Why? Tell me, Robin. Where is your bow?
Well, I'm wearing it. Do you like it?
Robin, are you nervous?
Yes.
First time?
No. I've been nervous lots of times.
My liege, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, earls, counts, barons, knights, ladies in waiting, ladies who've given up waiting, the archery contest's about to begin. Would you please now take your seats and put them on the chairs provided. Put your hands together for our first contestant, the reigning champion defending his title, Sir Philip of Stone.
Oh, what a terrible shot!
Hold still, darling, and I'll pull it out.
Phew, that was an arrow escape.
Our next contestant, hoping to get his groats, Sir William of Beginski.
Where did that one go?
Straight through Rabbi Tuckman's hat.
But Rabbi Tuckman isn't wearing a hat.
Oh dear.
And our third and final contestant is a man of mystery. In the blue corner, weighing in at 3.5 stone, he calls himself simply Robin of Turnham Green.
It's your turn, Robin. Good luck.
Thank you. What are we aiming at?
That big target. There.
Where?
In front of the castle.
What castle? Oh well, here goes. I said steady on. I suppose I better go and get the prize money from the sheriff. Excuse me, are you the sheriff?
I'm deputy sheriff. If you want the sheriff, he's over there.
Sheriff, I've come to claim the prize money.
Not so fast, Sir Robin of Turnham Green.
Okay. Sheriff?
Before I give you the money, I must ask you to look at what I have in this casket.
But it's ticking. What is it?
Open it and see.
What should I do? Shall I open the box?
So, you basically arrest this man and seize him.
But why?
Because I know that you are Robin Hood.
So, the foot is on the other hand now, eh, Roxley?
What would you like done to him, my liege?
I shall contemplate that vexing but pleasing issue at my leisure. In the meantime, guards! Time to a stake!
No, sire! Please, do not tie him to a stake!
Why ever not?
Because he's a vegetarian.
Okay then, tie him to a lettuce.
You there cut one hair on this man's head, and I will reveal
Don't let this strange woman reveal! Who is this strange excuse for the fair sex? Did I not meet thee earlier in the forest up northward?
I am made badly.
Say that again.
I am made badly.
I will you, didn't I? I willed you and I willed you and listen. And now all will be revealed.
I warned you what would happen. And now I will reveal!
Look! Made badly as doing in a King Richard. This guy's been in disguise.
Oh, a German king of England! Who'd have thought of such a thing?
Yes, Libyans, I have returned from... oops, sorry. I am King Richard, and I have returned from the Crusades to reclaim my throne and to rid the kingdom of the tyranny perpetrated by my evil brother Prince John and his equally evil ally, the Sheriff of Oakland.
Hold on a moment, I'm not equally evil, I'm much worse. You good guy, just remember that I am evil. In fact, I looked so evil when I was born, the doctor slapped my mother.
It's true, you know. I never did like that, Doctor.
My lord, my liege, it's so wonderful to see you safe home and assuming rightful control of your kingdom.
Oh, Robin, my good and faithful servant, 'tis a sight for sore eyes to see you again. Can you forgive me for having to keep you and Maid Marian apart whilst I pretended to be her maidservant? You may not know this, but she is my ward, and I was duty-bound to protect her from anyone, even you. Although, of course, I trust you implicitly. It must have been so difficult for you to...
Oh no, it wasn't difficult at all. He still managed to give me a ride.
Oh! Yes, my lord, protecting one of England's most precious jewels was always at the forefront of my mind. And now, my lord, I would ask you for permission to marry her.
Oh, Robin, you haven't even asked me yet! But bearing in mind that we've already...
Oh! Hush, my pretty one. No need to disturb his highness with such details. My darling, my sweetheart, will you marry me?
And as for you two evil scoundrels, well, I can't think of a bad enough punishment.
I can.
My lord, why do you not banish me to Paris, where I can continue to live in the style and the luxury in disgrace and penury?
That's a good idea. Henceforth, you'll live in France under the assumed name of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. Now be gone with you.
And what about the sheriff? Perhaps he could do community service.
No, not community service. Anything but that.
Okay then, what about a lifetime of eternal hellfire and damnation?
I'll take it. Thank you, my lord. Thank you. I'm coming with you. Don't go without me.
This is a happy day for us all. My faithful servant Robin and the beautiful Maid Marian are to be wed. The evil Sheriff and Prince John have been cast asunder. I shall be raising taxation by 20%. Just testing. No, the truth is that peace and tranquility have returned to our green and pleasant land. Let joy be unrestrained.
Here, what about her sister Carol?
Okay then, let Joy and her sister Carol be unrestrained. We shall have a great feast. Let oxen be roasted, chickens plucked and fishes got. Let's drink to our health and happiness.
Let us turn a new page in the history of our great country. Let's twist again like we did last summer.
My friends, my loyal subjects, we have indeed come through turbulent times. When I was away fighting the Crusades, I met a holy man who guided me through my troubles with wisdom and counsel.
What did he say, my liege?
He said, pull yourself together and get on with it. And then he said, there's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy.
Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do but you can learn how to be in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. Everybody. Everybody. Everybody.
We'd like to thank all you lovely people for being here tonight. And we'd especially like you to help us in thanking the backstage crew. Musical director, Mr. Foster! And not least, our co-writer and director, Peter Myers!
Hope you all enjoyed the show, please remember that whatever you're from, whatever you do to live, thrive and survive, there are still some things that make us all sing. You, me, them, everybody, people, everybody. We've done it, and we hope very much indeed that you enjoyed it, only half as much as we did. We've been very lucky here at Oakland's Drama Group. We've had such fun over the last 10 weeks or so rehearsing this. But we're lucky for another reason, and that is that we have two extremely talented people who really sweat their guts out writing this show. They spent the best part of a year writing the script and rewriting the script and rewriting the rewriting for the script. And they've been composing the songs. They've been organising the music and playing the music, and they've co-directed the whole thing. And I would like to ask our two stars, the real stars of the show, to come up and do a final bow with us.